Hi and welcome, I'm John and this is Unique War Gaming. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is a 2000 point Warhammer 40,000 battle report. What are battle reports? What they're all about? Well, you buy your models, you build your models, you paint your models, you put them in a list and play a game. Now I say paint your models, realistically, myself and a lot of you guys will build the models and play games with them, either as grey plastic or undercoated or half painted, because you don't want to rush to get them done, but you want them on the table. That's what this is today. It's a festival report. So for all my regulars here, guys, I feel love, thank you very much. I'll see you in a minute. Right, so you would have seen from the thumbnail, I am putting Tyranids on the table today. It's going to be versus Mark's Aeldari. Now, he's going for a Harlequin list, I think it is. Now, normally at this point, I'd bring you down and show you my army and go for my battle plan and everything else. I can't do that. This is being filmed, this part has been filmed Monday. Tuesday I'm going to Mark's for a game. Now, Monday is usually Manda painting video. I started on the Sunday, and I started doing it Sunday, just gone, and the model that won the vote, an arm was missing. So I then had to modify a little bit and try and glue an arm onto it. And as I was doing that, another arm came off, because it wasn't a solid connection. It was more of a, instead of being a pin and a hole, it's more like a little nook and a hole. So I said to myself, well, you know what's going to happen now? I'm going to, I said this on camera as well, I'm going to just prime up this model, because there's not enough time to do these other models, but I'm going to prime this model so there could be time on Monday to do that model. Okay, great, fantastic. And in the meantime, I'll try and glue on the one that's broken, and then maybe get that finished into the week. So I started priming up the other one that was in the boat, and I run out of primer on it. What's it? There's enough on it. There's enough on it, and I have the actual colour in a pot just to brush the rest of it on. The bit that's sort of missing. That's not a problem. Okay, great. That's what we'll do today, being Monday. There was something wrong with the car this morning, so I had to go to the mechanics. There's one of the tyres was very low on air pressure. It wasn't flat, but it was low on pressure. There was no puncture and enough like that. The exhaust was bouncing a little bit, so it had to be tightened up. And one of the safety things that holds the exhaust up, there's a clip that holds it, and when that breaks, it's like an elastic band is the best way to describe what it looks like. That holds it so it safely doesn't bounce on the floor or anything like that. So you can get it fixed. That needs to be done. So by the time I go back from now, it's very, very late. So the plan was to get the Monday painting video done and to finish off the last of the nids that needs to be built, ready for tomorrow's game. So that's where I'm at the moment. So I can't show you the army in full because there's models that I'm missing, which, you know, I'm going to use Mark's ones. So when I go to Mark's tomorrow, I'll set up as normal. I'll run through my list and I'll run through Mark's list, okay? But my initial plan is, I have 2 units of 10 gargoyles. My initial plan is to do Mark's trick on me, move them up, shoot, move them again. Just try and keep him pushed up in his own deployment zone. Behind them, there's going to be 2 units of termagants, 20 strong each. One with spine fists, one with flesh borers. Again, they're just going to be pushing up behind them. Keep going forward, keep going forward, keep going forward. I've also got a unit of Tyranid warriors. Now I'm not sure which HQ is going to go in with them yet, but they'll be pushing up. There's 20 homogants that'll be pushing up as well behind the termagants. I have 3 lictors. I have a unit of genstealers with a who's a broodlord in Tyranids following them. Biovore, some zone ropes, a winged hive tyrant, a normal hive tyrant, a swarm lord, and a parasite of Mortrex. Okay, that is my list. There's 10 Genius Leaders as well. Sorry, that is my list. And my initial plan with the little gaunts is just to push onto him and let him have to try and deal with them like he keeps doing to me every time he plays Nids. I've got 5 Barber gaunts as well. And then it's going to be trying to just blast him and just slow him down a bit. And 3 Ron Ryan's Leapers, sorry. That's sort of my list, sort of my plan. Obviously, the Lictors and the Ron Ryan Leapers will infiltrate up the table. He has some infiltrators as well, so it's going to be very interesting. The Genius Leaders will get a scout move, so that they'll be able to set up at the edge of edge of my deployment zone, scout forward. Unfortunately, I'm so annoyed with what happened, and then the primer sort of ran out. Then the issue with the car, and it's like, everything is just over the last few days just been put me under so much stress and trying to get stuff done, and I couldn't. And I thought I had more termagants done. Termagants with the spine fists. I think I got 9 here. They come in a box of 12. The ones that I have, the older ones. So I should have more. I've also got 2 or 3 of the older ones with flesh borers. Again, I should have 12 of them in total. Can't find them. Can't find the last Gen Sealer, so I'm going to use some Marks ones. The gargoyles are, some of them are actually, the other 10, some of them are actually built and stuck to the bases, the flying stands. I've run out of grace here, so I can't prime it. The others I had the flying spaces built, but I need to prime them before I glue them to the flying stand. So there's no fear, no issue. As Mark said before, if you want to run Tyranids and use my models, not a problem. And I've always wanted to try and get my own models on the table first before I start using some Marks for the Nids. But I'm not quite finished because of time, which is not really an excuse for me because I've had weeks and weeks to try and get these guys prepped up and everything else has been cropping up. So anyway, enough of me waffling. So next time you see this, next thing you're going to see, I'm going to be at Marks. It's going to be the next day for me. I'm going to be at Marks, and we're going to be set up. I'm going to run you through my list, run you through Mark's list, and then we're going to get on with it. So guys, see you in a minute.
Cool. So I have Shadow Weaver. Oh, I haven't quite done. Shadow Weaver with 12 troop. They have stealth 18, so they're not going to be shootable by those people initially. Shadow Weaver with 12 troop. Then I have 6 troop in a Star Weaver. And then I have a Troop Master with 5 troop in another Star Weaver. Then I have 2 Void Weavers. I have 3 squads of what are they called again?
Warp Spiders.
Warp Spiders. 2 squads of Striking Scorpions. 2 squads of Rangers. Squad of Shroud Weavers, and then Shroud Runners. Then I have a squad of Storm Guardians with Eldrad Ultwan and 2 Warlocks as well. And then finally I have a Solitaire as well. This is the Ghost of the Webway attachment for the Harkness attachment. Kind of shit, but we'll see how it goes.
And I did go through my list yesterday, but just to see the full models on the table because I couldn't get time to get finished, as I explained. So we have set up. There's a lot of models. When I was making the list, I thought, oh, there's not very models there.
That's a lot.
Anyway,
of Horde armies. Okay.
So we're going to roll the 2 guys first.
3. 2. Me. God.
So Mark's going first. Nice. So as always, we'll go through the first turn and come back to you at the end and let you know what happened. Okay, so Mark's first turn, he moved everything up. Get some really good firing positions. These bad boys, were they? Shroud Runners. Wiped out 10 gargoyles with 16 wounds. rolled excessively high with the
I
sixes.
rolled 9. That's sustained hits, and I rolled 9 sixes.
Combined fire here killed the Lictor and the Von Rise Leapers, and the Rangers from over here with that annoying vehicle finished them off. So now it's on to my turn 1. Not bad. Lost a couple of models there, but there's more. There's more to come across the table. Right, so my first turn was eventful. Everyone moved up.
You getting rid of a tempting target, or you keeping it?
No, I'll get rid of that.
You don't get CP, but it's
Yeah.
dry.
We pinged shots at these guys. Nothing. Gargoyles moved up. Shot them. Shot the striking scorpions. Wounded the Exarch. And then they moved up, carried on. All these guys moved up. The Biovore shot over at the Exarch, scorpion unit. Caused enough wounds to kill the Exarch, but Mark CP rolled it and saved him. So now we're on to Mark's turn 2. And see what happens.
So now,
Right, so Mark had a good turn there. You want to run for it?
really, I bounced off everything. I came over here, tried to shoot those. I rolled 4 1s on my D6 shots with scorpions.
Spiders. Spiders.
With spiders, and they fucked up. These guys managed to kill the gargoyles. You played the 2 CP strat to bring them back to life. I blitzed the solitaire, and she ran up there and only managed to do 2 wounds onto the
Broodlord.
The Broodlord. This moved up, and then it had nothing to shoot at. I killed 2 of the Tyranid warriors. I went in with my striking scorpions and did very little. I think I killed 8 Hormigans, and I did 2 wounds onto the thing. So that was very poor now, to be honest. And I kind of just staged everywhere else, so kind of ready to go when things move up.
And now I'm going to... and no one's able to draw one of the special cards yet because...
I'll be able to next turn
Yeah.
at this stage, but yeah.
Right, so on to my turn 2 then. Right, so my turn was pretty okay. Made them over there with the Psychic Stream from Swarmlord. Moved these guys up, the Gen Stealers. I've done a reactive move. I then brought the Lictor in from reserves. Was able to charge it and just chop through it. This Lictor failed his charge against this vehicle here. We pinged some wounds off of this guy from the Flesh Explorers and from these guys. These guys are still locked in combat. Give each other a little tickle. These guys come forward, terminals. They got overwatched. Then they charged into the Wolf Spiders and sort of bouncing off. Scorpions have gone from over there now. That's about it. So Mark's now the challenger.
So I got basically reroll hits and wound rolls of 1 in my shooting or fight phase for a unit in my army, or have a unit that's more than 15 inches away from one of your units, which I don't. So for 3 CP, but I'll take the strat because.
So what, you're going to get reroll to hit and to wound, was it?
Hit and wound, yeah.
For 1 unit or
for
2?
1 unit.
And do you pick that unit now, or do you pick it when
No, I just pick it as a strat. So I just pick it as I go.
That's on to Mark's turn 3 now.
Cool.
Run for your turn. A lot happened.
Fell these guys back out of combat with a single termagant, and then minced them, killed them with these 5 rangers. Between these 2 squads of warp spiders, I killed this Lictor. Then I used these 5 rangers to put 2 mortal wounds into, 2 precision shots, or 4 precision shots into the Gene Stealers, which then converted into precision wounds into the Broodlord, which killed him. Then this squad here put a lot of shots in and brought it down to 7 wounds on them. I got all my Harlequins out here. I killed the Barbagons and I killed the Lictor that was here.
Yep.
And then the Void Weaver killed the
Warrior.
a lone warrior that was over here, and the troop that was in here got out, did their impact hits with Segarat coil into the remaining Hormiguns, and then got back in. And the ones that were here after shooting here got back in. So I have like 2 sets of troops still in transports.
Yeah.
And then these guys came up and just minced the Termagant squad. But now they're out in the open for fighting back. But I do have my move. I have my, ability to do
reactive
a reactive move if you come up to get a charge on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I killed the parasite back there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I picked up a lot this turn.
Yeah. It was a very good turn.
Yeah. Cool.
There's not much in the points though, is there?
No, it's very close. I didn't score much in the first 2 turns, so. It is 26-26, and to you, it's 26 all. And then you have overwhelming force engagement on fronts, so killing things and objectives and stuff as well.
Yeah. Right,
It's
so
just how much you can get to now more than anything else.
that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
So my turn 3.
Cool.
Okay, so just jump in here for a minute. The Harlequins, both units have charged in. The smaller units, they charged to the Hive Tyrant on foot. The big units multi-charged. The Hive Tyrant on foot is left with 2 wounds left.
I need to roll 2 6s there, to all 2 wounds out of all this. Rerolling 1s.
There's another one.
If I roll 2 6s here, he's dead. Visual free. 2 6s. Grand.
Does he explode? No.
And that frees up the other squad to consolidate and pile in completely into him, into the Flyerant, using their 6-inch consolidate, and they're selected to attack, and that basically gets all of them into there. I just wanted to be sure that I was killing him before I went into the other one.
I'd say you'd finish this guy off as well.
That's 12 attacks, so I just have. First is the 2 damage stuff.
This is the 48 base attacks, yeah?
This is the 2 damage, rerolling 1s.
Jeez.
No wounds. Strength 4, yeah. And then I basically have to do 4, 4, 4. 4 for that. Nothing. So this is the problem. It's basically just 6s or dev, and that's what's going to get me. I could have gone +1 to wound before I would have been smarter, but 2 dev.
So he's down to 8 wounds left.
And I do 2 more rounds of this.
Yeah. In case some of you are wondering what's happening, he gets the reroll hit rolls of 1. And he has like 48 odd attacks. So instead of trying to roll 48 odd dice, just rolling them in groups of that he's rolling them in.
No, nothing. So I just did 2 mortals as part of that, and that was it.
Yeah, so what Mike was fishing for was just the mortal wounds to stop me from trying to save against them.
So then
but I think you needed 6s to wound anyway.
I needed 6s to wound. So I was basically, I was probably silly there. I could have gone +1 to wound instead of -1 to wound. Cool. And then you fight back to Swarmlord, and here.
And
I pull out of combat here just to make it easier.
Yeah, so what we've just looked at is just basically the game's finished now. I have the Winged Hive Tyrant with 5 wounds remaining in combat with the Harlequins there. And I have the Swarm Lord with 5 wounds remaining. And it was just saying basically there's too much firepower there for these two guys to sustain. So to run you through the rest of Mark's turn, everything moved up. The Biovore was destroyed, charged and destroyed. All spiders moved over here. Flicker jumped and blasted Zoanthropes. There's a lot of stuff shot at the Zoanthropes actually, and did finish them down.
Yeah.
These guys all came forward. He took a torrent of firepower, didn't he?
Yeah, a good bit.
And yeah, it's
He took a lot, yeah, he stood up to it.
but he definitely needs Tyrant Guard. He definitely
He
needs
needs Tyrant Guard, yeah.
Definitely. Squad of 6?
3 is the maximum you can take.
Okay.
I think running like the 3 5 Tyrants isn't really great. I know it's what you had,
Yeah.
so, but like I wouldn't run the 3 of them. Like, yeah, it's Swarmlord and Walkrent, or Swarmlord and Flyer, is probably grand. I generally think the Tyrant is enough. The Walkrent is enough. You want like the other big monsters like Carnifexes or Excrins, really.
Yeah.
The Excrin is like huge. It makes a big difference to everything. Or your favourite, the Harspecs.
Oh yeah. No, I did enjoy that.
Yeah.
It's a bit different.
Held back with the Harlequins for a while because they're just so. I thought they were really flimsy, but then like they just they just kept rolling their 4-ups.
They are very, very tasty.
Yeah.
But I think if I would have caught them out in the open,
Yeah.
you know, with enough shots.
I know, like they fall apart very quickly if they're in the open, but just you don't need them there.
But no, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the new mission decks as well.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's pretty good.
Nice. We've just been playing the other one for so fucking long now.
I know, it's nice to have something different. Yeah, it's a good game, Mark. Thank you.
Yeah, cool. You gonna play the Crusade at all, or do you reckon you're gonna bother
With
in the club? We're starting
I
the Crusade.
won't have time to get there.
Yeah.
So I work Friday evenings, and I.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the backside, but hopefully not for much longer.
You hoping to be finished? Well,
Yeah.
Cool.
Right, so my first thoughts to the Tyranids, using them for the first time. I enjoyed it. There was a few. I don't think I did any mistakes. I think maybe I set up the Genestealers in the wrong place. Maybe. The problem I had facing against Mark is he knows the Tyranid army, so he knows exactly how annoying things can be, like gargoyles. Took them out the first turn because it had to. The initial plan, like I said at the beginning, was to move them up, shoot, move up again, and just keep trying pushing them into his face. Come deal with me, or leave me alone, and I'm just going to keep harassing you. He did say to me, I don't know if I got it on camera because I haven't looked at the playback yet, but he did say to me, Swarmlord, Winged Hive Tyrant, and Hive Tyrant on foot. You don't need all 3 of those in the list. If you're going to take it, Swarmlord definitely, but then one of the other guys, which would then free up points for me to put Tyrant Guard. Because I thought that the Swarmlord or the Hive Tyrant would be able to join Tyranid Warriors, but they can't. So, which, you know, I didn't know that, didn't realise that. I think the Termagants, the first few turns, Mark struggled to hold the Horde, kill a unit of 20. But as soon as those Harlequins got out and got involved, one turn they killed the whole lot by themselves. One round of combat, they killed a unit of 20 Termagants by themselves, which is savage. They are very savage. And a lot of them have the fusion pistols and stuff like that. So I think there's 2 in the troop that has fusion pistols, but still there's some hardcore firepower there, especially as the vehicle can get them up close and then jump out. I was surprised at how many wounds their vehicles actually have. I thought they had more, but still I struggled to destroy them. I think for this Tyranid list going forward, or for my Tyranid force going forward, I do need more Tyranid warriors. I need some Tyrant Guard. I need some things like some Venom Thropes, maybe. Some big things that Mark said to me, like your Exocrines and your Tyranids and the Hospecs thing with the things that are coming out of his mouth, all those sort of things, handy enough as well. I think maybe only having one unit of termagants and having an additional unit of homagants might be a good option. Just because the termagants done well, don't get wrong, but the homagants, they got charged by striking scorpions. They end up fighting them, you know, to the death. I think the striking scorpions actually fell back, and then the harlequins jumped out and just killed them. But they did pretty well. Now, Barbagonts, I think, did okay. They didn't really have much of a good target, but that was my own position and pushing them wrong. But no, I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. I really enjoyed it, actually. I said to Mark, I don't know if I've got a camera, but I said to Mark, how many times have you played against Tyranids? He said to me, 9th edition, loads of times. 10th edition, hardly ever. So again, for his perspective of doing tournament lists and getting ready to go to tournaments, the more I understand this army and the more I can put stuff on the table, it's going to help him when it comes across tournament lists and you know, and tournament stuff. But no, I enjoyed it. It's a good game. Very interesting. Parasite and Mortrex actually done pretty well. I think I positioned him well. He got charged by the striking scorpions though, unfortunately, but you know, there's only space for me to drop him down, and he did pretty well. I think maybe another one of those might not go amiss. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any comments or anything about my army, yeah, but bear in mind my army is what the models that I have. I know I could borrow Mark's, but I just said that I would try, and I did borrow some of his models in the end because I didn't have time with all the shenanigans that happened on Sunday and Monday to get them finished. You know, I've got some gargoyles that are undercoated because I run a grey seer, so I can't grey seer them. I've got others that are built that need to be undercoated and then go on the flying stand, so that's why I use some of these models. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button because it costs you nothing. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. Everyone smash the thumbs up button so it triggers YouTube to share this video to more and more people, which makes this amazing community you guys grow even more, and it is an amazing community. If you want to support the channel further, there is a join button below. You can click on that and become a member with various different perks. So guys, thanks for watching. Comments below as always. Until next time, take it easy.